Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to set up your home screens for your phone, or just how to set up your phone really. So from here, the first step is setting a clock. Now there's lots of clocks, lots of different manufacturers will also come with their own clock. For instance, if I wanted to use one of Samsung's clocks that came with it, I have, an alarm clock. I have, I know there's a digital one. There's a two analogs ones, and then there was also a double world clock, double analog world clock, and then they had the one built in with the weather that came stock with it, which I'm not sure if I passed it, but just to give you an idea, there's lots of different clocks. There you go. That was the other one. I personally use one from HD Widgets, which is my favorite widget out of all the widgets out on the market. So definitely, if you haven't checked that out, I would suggest checking it out. So first I'm going to use that one for the clock, and I'm also going to use HD Widgets to have some type of power setting. Now there's lots of different power setting applications, including again, some manufacturers come built in with it. I'm actually going to check if Samsung has one of their own, now come to think about it. No, I don't see a power setting for this one, which is strange because I know their other one did. Maybe they don't have a power widget one for this one. Just going to check all of them, make sure. Nope, at least not that what I see. Upon a quick analysis, I do not see a power widget setting for them. So the one that I mainly like to use is again HD Widgets, so I'm going to grab this one. And these are ones that I've set already, so I'm just going to use that. And the purpose why I recommend doing this is so you always have access to turn on and off anything on your phone. So the ones I have here, I can turn on and off my 4G. I can turn on and off my Wi-Fi, my Bluetooth, my GPS. I can toggle the brightness setting to a darker setting, to a darker, lighter, and so it just saves me battery life. And auto, and then 100%. So it just saves me battery life. Now some phones will come with this built in at the top. So you don't necessarily have to have this if you don't want. Then again, some clocks take up 2 screens. So it really just depends on what you want, but these, I recommend you having what are called toggles, which can turn on and off Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, things like that. If not at the top, then definitely have it on your front page. Now, the main apps you want to have on your front is going to be at the bottom. You do want to have phone. Contacts is always a good one to have. You can get to contacts through phone, but it's just nice to have it there too, so quicker access. Your instant messenger, whether it be text messaging or if you use a third-party one like I do. Internet, your apps, obviously camera, gallery, and Play Store, where you're going to download everything from. The other things I would recommend is I personally use navigation all the time, so I am definitely going to put navigation on my home screen. I recommend a lot of people do this as well, just because it's really nice to have it right on your home screen. Another thing I recommend, of course, is to have music, just because everyone likes to listen to music. So I'm going to put music right here. If you have anyone you personally call a lot, I would recommend putting their contact right there. Now, how you do that is by going to the widgets. So I'm going to go to apps, then widgets, and then somewhere under contacts or, yes. So there's a contact one, which is right there. If you want to just direct dial them, you can. That is just to direct dial them. However, if you're not sure if you want to call them or message them, I would just suggest putting their icon right here. And now for me, I'm going to put my girlfriend, so let me just do that real quick. And now she's there. So those are the main ones. Now from here you can kind of do different things. I personally love using Google applications. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Google folder. How I'm going to do that is by just going to the first Google thing I see, which actually I personally like Gmail at the front. And if you just want to have your email at the front, feel free to do that. So I'm going to do Gmail and we're going to create a folder. And then I'm just going to put all my Google stuff in here. So let's start now from the beginning. No Google stuff here. I can use the Chrome browser because I love that browser. Put that in there, put Currents in there, put Google Cloud Printing in there. That's actually a cool app. I need to do a review of that for you guys. It's an app that basically does, sets it up so you actually can print from anywhere. Google Drive, and you get the idea. You can put like a folder of Google apps. Those are things that I like to use. And then another thing I do is, oh, and you can name it like this. So put a folder, you know, this is my Google one. So that's my Google folder now. I would create another folder too called Tools. Now tools are going to be tools that I use every day. For instance, two tools that I always use is Foxfi, which if you haven't checked that out, definitely check that app out. I did a full review for it, and basically what it does is it makes any phone a hotspot. So definitely check that out. So I'm just going to create a tools folder. And this is really useful simply for the fact that this way you have, you put all your apps and that way they're more easily accessible. Now, that's for your main page. So, you create a folder of all the quick tools apps you use, from like things like simple as a calculator, things like that. Now, on another page, I would say do other main apps, but I do recommend putting a calendar. So one of my favorite widgets is just the calendar widget. Now I'm going to use the stock one just because that's what most of you will have, but Samsung also has their own one, which is kind of cool. But for this purpose, I'm just going to use the stock one, which is right here. And the reason I like this is because basically I can resize it, and then I can see my schedule and everything I have to do. So it's pretty nice just to have your entire to-do list there. Now on this, another page, I would set up all my games. So as you can see, I'll show you on my Nexus when I have it fully set up. I have a whole bunch of games, and either from different developers or different Angry Birds, things like that, but a whole bunch of different games. So I have a gaming side too. So those are the main things. If you want to put widgets, I would also just suggest like putting like a Facebook widget, other things you use like banking, movies, Netflix. Also, this is one of my favorite ones. It's called a flashlight widget, which basically this one, you just tap and now I have a light. So that's another one I recommend doing. Also Task Manager, now that one, make sure you check out the video on how to do that though, how to set up your Task Manager, because that one can be tricky. Alright guys, so that is how you set up your phone. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to ask me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, this has been RSCKY, the Android Guy.